Well, some of you may have heard we had an election down in Texas about a week and a half ago. And this was an election determined by a process which very few people actually understand, but which Lyndon LaRouche has described as a dynamic process of a mass strike. It's a situation where you have a growing number of people who are barely able to survive, have no sense of a future for their family. They're angry, they're frustrated, and they're starting to ask the right questions, like, who did this to us? And is there something we can do about it? Now, the existing leadership in the country, the political leadership, the economic leadership, as Lynn has been discussing, has woefully failed to address this crisis. It's not just incompetence. At the top, there's an evil intent. And so the question is, when is the time that people will be ready for new leadership? And Lynn, a few months ago, said he thinks that time is now. And we made a decision to run 3 campaigns, 3 candidates among LaRouche Youth Movement members to provide that new generation of leadership that's not corrupted by the old ways of going along to get along, but will run campaigns on the basis of principle. And I am honored and delighted, and also glad to bring you the good news, to introduce to you one of those leaders who won the Democratic nomination for the U.S. Congress in the 22nd District of Texas, Kesha Rogers.
Good afternoon. So we waged a hard-fought campaign in Texas, and we didn't just say we must save NASA and impeach Obama, but we said that we're waging a war for the future of humanity. And if you wanted a future for your children, that you were going to stand with my campaign to call for the impeachment of Obama. And we did that very loudly and very clearly. And on March 2nd, the population and the voters of the 22nd District responded overwhelmingly. And this response came from an organizing of the mass strike in the population that said, we want to put an end to the bailouts. We want a future for our children. We want a future for our nation. And as you saw from the response in the vote in the 22nd Congressional District, they didn't just respond to a slogan that said, oh, that's cool, save NASA, impeach Obama, I like that. But people said, as we continue to go to their doors, as we continue to say to them, right now, this nation is in a dire crisis. They said, they looked at their children as they were tucking them in to sleep at night. They thought about what we presented to them and the challenge for their future, the challenge for the nation that we presented to them, and they said, I have to do something. I have to go out and fight. And that's what happened. People got out. People fought. And now, as the campaign continues, we're going to continue to develop that leadership to promote the leadership which is necessary in the population to get people to recognize that right now the new challenge that is being put on us, the new challenge that is being put forth to the population is that they have to determine what type of future that they're going to give to their children, to their grandchildren. And so we have a new phase of the campaign as we continue to go on. And the new phase of the campaign is what Mr. LaRouche has put on the grounds, has put out very prominently as the mission orientation for a Moon Mars mission. And now this campaign, as my friend Sky Shields has very clearly put out, and Mr. LaRouche in his new paper has put forth, this campaign has opened up a new phase of leadership in saying that we're now going to move on to development of a rebirth of a Moon Mars, Mars colonization policy and mission orientation for the country. And so I ask that each of you continue to join with me as we fight in this campaign to provide the leadership, along with my campaign and also the campaign of the other two representatives, congressional candidates Rachel Brown and Summer Shields. Thank you very much.